doing? You see, I'm cleaning, well, applying the detergent to this roofing material here. So what this does is it's kind of like a degreaser. Metals can have oils and stuff on them, or bird poop or whatever else. And before you apply your coating, you want to make sure your metal's clean. Yeah, Nick. Nick asked me if these panels were originally white. They're not. They're galvanized. And I even let him retract his statement, but he wouldn't.
Not even sure he knows what galvanized color is.
Probably not.
I'm a colorblind guy.
Typical Nick fashion, he showed up at lunch, so our pressure washing crew is eating probably chimichangas and burritos right now. This is day 3, the third lunch we've had on this job. Everyone is going to lunch right now. Nick, phenomenal timing. We're not eating lunch today because we gotta apply the cleaner. We have more important things to do than add nutrition to our body and take naps.
Yeah, because what good would that do you?
We are rolling it. It'll eventually roll there out. You don't want to do it. So, how do you?
Joe Boyd with Elite Roofing and Gutters. I'm out here today at Terry Services. They called us out a few months ago regarding some roof leaks that were happening. Had some backed up gutters and just random roof leaks across their business here. And Lord knows it's not good to have leaks in your business. We're using an innovative product today. Typically, contractors go to an acrylic or a silicone, which, you know, it doesn't have the elongation properties like this rubber product does. But if you look here, the silicone just pulls apart. So metal roofs, when they heat up and cool down, expand and contract every single day. The product we're using today is a rubber that has 900% elongation properties. So over time, and as silicone ages, it tends to chalk up and break really easy. So I'm just going to walk you through the issues we have going on and what we're going to do to fix them. One of the problems they were having is the gutters were backing up. And when they backed up, they actually went into the building. We've already removed this gutter here, but what you'll see, this is the front of the gutter. This is the back of the gutter. This goes up against the building wall, but the gutters were clogging and the water couldn't overflow the front. It was overflowing back, running down through the siding and into the building. But you can see a previous type repair fix. They tried to put some expanded foam back there, but we're going to remedy that today. So up here on the roof, we've removed a section of gutter here, but what was happening before, if you can see, the top of this gutter lines up with the top of the roof, but the gutters were backing up and allowing the water to go into the building here. So what we're doing, we're eliminating this gutter and then installing a piece of flashing, and then we'll run our coating product out over all this. So this gutter will be out of the picture. So part of the roof restoration process after we've cleaned this whole thing yesterday, which you saw the video previously, is we go through and inspect all the screws and all the seams just to make sure that they're tight together. If they're too far open, the coating won't bridge the gap and becomes more susceptible to cracking over time. So one of the other things we do during the restoration process is replace all the pipe boot flashings. This flashing here is not the right flashing for this roof. This is more for a shingle roof. It's a lead boot. One thing about them is squirrels love to come up and chew the edges out of these things. So we're going to pull these up. It was sealed down kind of before, but they were experiencing leaks all the way around these. So we'll pop these up, prep the surface area, put the proper boot on here, and then apply coating and some other flashing sealants around the entire thing. Also, during the process of going through and pricing the solution for the customer, we talked to them about old roof vents or other items that may be on the roof that need to be eliminated. This here was a spray booth inside that they used to paint old cars with. So what we'll do is just pull this out and create a patch panel and seal it in so it's continuous in all one piece of the roof. Here we've got the roof ventilation. This will come off. We'll do a lower profile roof vent on it. And then I'll probably take this TV antenna back to my house so I can watch it too. But again, haven't watched TV in a while. Beam me up, Scotty. So commercial box gutters are ran flat with the eave of the building. Kind of what happens over time as the building settles, you might get a little low spot in the gutter. If you look here, from water just standing in the gutter, you've got a rust hole, and you can just see how weak the bottom of this gutter is. So what we'll do is we're going to have to replace sections of this gutter. But the gutter that's not that rusted, we use a product called Gutter Guard, which is a coating that goes on the inside of the gutter. It's black, so what it does is when the sun hits it, it creates a more rapid evaporation. Plus, it seals and protects any further rust from happening on the internals of the gutter.
Hey guys, Seth here with Elite Roofing and Gutters. Today here we have guys doing the top coat on stuff that we have had base coated. You gotta wait 24 hours to do the top coat after you base coat. So this area here they did Monday, and then this area here and pretty much this upper whole roof we did Wednesday. So everything's been here for 24 hours. Again, we're doing top coat. We do 2 gallons per square. That gives them a 20-year warranty.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff.
Good stuff. How hot is it?
It's, honestly, it's not that bad. It's pretty humid. But other than that, not terrible.
Hi, I'm Lauren with Elite Roofing and Gutters. I'm the commercial sales rep for the company. We're out here at Terry Service Building on the roof, obviously. We're finishing up the gutters and putting in gutter guard in the front. Overall, the roof was in very good condition. The metal was had minimal rust, but where the leaks were coming in were the penetrations, fasteners, and along the gutters over here. We decided to do a coating because typically metal roofs, they last a really long time. And the problems are always the fasteners, seams, and penetrations. It's just a better solution. It's more cost effective, does not disrupt the business, the company, their operations, because it's either sprayed or rolled on or brushed on. Coating that we chose to use is 100% rubber. And why we use that is because it expands and contracts with the metal. Coatings have been around for a very long time, and it has a bad rap because a lot of contractors do not apply it properly. They don't do the proper preparations, or they apply the wrong product. So what we did was we came in and we pressure washed the roof. We removed any unnecessary penetrations through the roof, because the more penetrations you have, obviously the more likely of a leak. So there's 2 gallons per square on this roof. So the life of this roof will extend to 20 years or longer. One fun fact about this product that we use, it's a byproduct of a formula that was developed back in the 1950s for Navy ship decks. So if it's good for a Navy ship deck, it's good for your roof, right? So we're wrapping up the roof today. We'll probably come out one more time and just inspect everything thoroughly. And if there's any pinholes or any thin areas that we didn't get, we'll coat over that. And then it'll be done. I've already checked with the building owner after all this rain and asked if they had any leaks, and they didn't. So we did our job, or the coating did its job. If you know of anybody that is in need of, our services, please give us a call. My number is 601-573-7323.